Ooh la la, blue paper. How fun. Alright, let's check it out, guys. In 2012, there are approximately 8,950 train stations in the United States. A survey found that 76% of those train stations offered a ramp for those that are disabled. Based on this information, how many train stations had a ramp in 2012? So let's underline the question. How many train stations had a ramp in 2012? Check. So this is specifically train stations with a ramp. So let's first figure out how many train stations there are. Alright, there's 8,950 train stations in total. So this is my total number of train stations. Sadly, not all train stations have a ramp. And when you think about a ramp, we think about being accessible for people that are in wheelchairs or things like that. So it's sad that not 100% have them. Only 76% of those have a ramp. So we know the important numbers. 8,950 is our total train stations, and of those, only 76% of them have a ramp. So it kind of is like this. If this is the total, so this box represents our total, which is 8,950 TS for train stations. Of those 8,950 train stations, only 76% of them offer a ramp. Remember, percent is out of 100. So 76 out of 100 of them offer a ramp. But there's not just 100 of them, there's 8,950. So we use percents to represent a part of the total. So this means that I can kind of estimate. It's kind of like I could divide this into fours. 25, 50, 75, plus a little bit more for 76. Of the total number of train stations, 76% of them offer a ramp. So these have a ramp, these have a ramp, these have a ramp. This fraction does not. Based on this model, we should be able to see that our train stations with a ramp needs to be less than 8,950. So my answer will be less than that because my percent is less than 100%. If it said 100% of the train stations, then my answer would just be 8,950. But this is only 76% of them. We also need to remember that 76% is the same thing as 76 out of 100, which is the same thing as 0.76, because this is the tenths place and this is the hundredths place. So this fraction, decimal, and percentage are all ways to say the same thing. So what I'm really asking for is I want to get 76% of 8,950. And I know I have a decimal here because this is less than 1. If it was 1 whole, then my answer would just be all of the train stations have them. So what I need to do to solve this, after I have drawn the picture, is just multiply my total times something less than 1. Whenever we multiply a number by something less than 1, we're going to get a number that is smaller than our original answer. So multiplying 8,950 by a decimal, which is less than 1, is going to give us a number that is smaller than 8,950. So I'm going to do this really carefully. This is going to involve a lot of multiplying. I'm doing 8,950 times decimal 76. So remember, this is my total, and this is the percent with ramps. Okay? So here we go. Let's start in our hundreds place. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 9 is 54, 55, 56, 57. And 6 times 8 is 48 plus 5 more. If I need to, I can put it on the side, or I can start at 48 and count up by 5. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. This makes 53. I just multiplied my hundredths place times the 0, the 5, the 9, and 8. Now I need to move to my tens place. This place is times 10 larger, which is why when I do 7 times 0, I need to put a 0 here first, because I'm moving over times 10 place values. So now I'm going to do 7 times 0. There'll be another 0 here. Then I'm going to do 7 times 5 is 35. I'm going to cross out these numbers because that was when I did times 6, and now I'm doing times 7. So 7 times 5 is 35. Regroup my 3. 7 times 9 is 63, 64, 65, 66. And now I'm doing 7 times 8 is 56, plus 6 makes 62. I can check 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62 for the 6. So we get 62. Now I need to add up my two partial products. 0 plus 0 makes 0. 0 plus 0 makes 0. 7 plus 5 makes 12. 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 6, that's a 10. 1 plus 5 is 6, 7, 8. And then 6. Now remember my decimal is right here, which means I need to move over 1, 2 place values. 1, 2. And I get 6,802. Let's think if this makes sense. Earlier I said that the total was 8,950. We know that we're splicing this into 3/4 because this is about 3/4, which is like 3/4. 25, 50, 75. So I'm counting this number and I'm kind of dividing it into 4 pieces, and then I'm going to count 3 of them. So I'm taking this number and I'm timesing it by 0.76. Let's check my math. 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 5 is 0 plus 3, 6 times 9 is 54, 55, 56, 57, boom. 6 times 8 is 48 plus 5, 53, boom. Put a 0 here, and then another 0, 35, 63, 66, 56, 62, awesome. 0, 0, 12, 10, 8, 6, beautiful. 6,802. So of the total 8,950 train stations, only 6,802 of them have a ramp. This number is less than the total because it's 76% of 8,950. Awesome. Let's be very careful and plug in an answer. 2086. I started with the 2 because that's my place value to the left of the decimal. Now I want you guys to take your time and figure out our independent practice problem on the back. We're talking about some delicious Tex-Mex in Houston, the state's favorite